Alexander Shabliy and Alfie Davis in the lightweight division. Alfie Davis with 14 wins and 3 losses, 29 years old, a little bit taller, a little bit more lengthy than Alexander Shabliy, at 5'11" tall. Amazing kickboxing. That's all you really have to know for Alfie Davis. Really good body kicks, really good leg kicks, and crazy spinning attacks with his kicks as well. I mean, he's gonna go out there and he's trying to kick with you. You see a knockout right here due to a kick, a body kick knockout win, a liver kick knockout win, and then I believe, and then another head kick knockout win as an amateur. You already know what this guy's going to be trying to do. He's going to try to keep the fight at range and pressure Alexander Shabliy with body kicks, with head kicks, whatever the case may be. But the man's kickboxing is on another level to anyone I've really seen in this lightweight division. But he is fighting a really good counter puncher right here. 28 years old, 19 wins and 3 losses in Alexander Shabliy. He has a lot of finishes on his record with 10 knockout wins, 7 submission wins, and 2 decision wins. I'm curious to see if he's going to want to implement more of a grappling and wrestling game plan. It might be a little bit dangerous to strike with Alfie Davis, but if he can kind of defend those kicks really, really well from Alfie Davis and get a lot of counter shots, because Alfie Davis, he leaves his hand a little bit too low when he's going for those body kicks and leg kicks as well. So Alexander Shabliy can just go for a straight right hand when he's going for those leg kicks, or maybe when he's going for the leg kicks, grab a leg and get the double leg takedown, whatever the case may be. But I'm really curious to see if he's going to wrestle and grapple with Alfie Davis. I don't know, because the striking will be very, very even, but there is a possibility he could wrestle and grapple, where I do think he will have the advantage in the fight right here. But a lot of finishes. Alexander Shabliy and Alfie Davis both have a lot of finishes on their record. I don't think we checked how many knockouts, but 5 knockout wins, 3 submission wins, and 6 decision wins are right there. But most likely this fight will be a finish. They both have a lot of power in their hands. In the striking part of the fight, he's just trying to counter with right hands, just moving backwards on the back foot, just going for the straight right hand, 1-2, 1-2 on the back foot. That's pretty much what he's trying to do in the striking game. But his wrestling and grappling is also really, really good. Doesn't really go to it too often, but when you're fighting a guy like Alfie Davis, you might want to consider going for a couple of takedowns or wrestling, grappling, just a little bit in the fight. Maybe if the striking is very, very even, that could be the one thing that kind of gives you the edge on the judges' scorecards, would be that double leg takedown. You know, the judges, I mean, they don't really score just a takedown. You need to ground upon just a little bit, but if at the end of every one of the rounds, if it's really even in the striking game, just end every round with a double leg takedown, get a little bit of ground and pound, and that could possibly seal the round in the judge's eyes. So that would be a really, really good strategy from Alexander Shabliy in the fight right there. That's the thing I really, really like about him. He's a really good counter puncher, but he just baits you in. I mean, you go closer and closer and closer, and eventually he goes to the 1-2, 1-4 combination. Really, really good at that. He just goes 1-2, 1-4, and it's gonna be a really good combination going against a guy like Alfie Davis. Because if he can kind of explode on one of those 4-punch combinations on Alfie Davis, and Alfie Davis won't really know what to do because he wants to keep the fight at range. So if Alfie Davis is not gonna be at range, this is gonna be a little bit closer, where Alexander Shabliy pressures just a little bit with the 4-punch combination, it can be really, really deadly and possibly be a knockout blow for Alexander Shabliy right there. But 100% trying to get the knockout with that straight right hand when Alfie Davis is coming in with his kicks, and I think the fight could go all the way. I'm giving it maybe a 40-45% chance. I think there's a really, really good possibility we see a knockout or a TKO, maybe a submission. Maybe Alexander gets him down, ground and pounds a little bit, and then gets a rear naked. Maybe not, but I think most likely the fight will stay on the feet. Every now and then Alexander Shabliy will get a takedown and get the fight down and just wrestle and ground him for a little bit at the end of every single one of the rounds. And I think the fight should go all the way. Most likely, I mean, there's definitely a good possibility we see a knockout or TKO, but and the Alexander Shabliy just counter punches in the striking game, keeps it really, really 50-50 on the number of strikes both fighters will be landing on the feet, and then ends every round with a double leg takedown and then ground and pounds for a little bit, securing the round on the judge's eyes, and overall winning the fight in a really, really close 29-28 unanimous decision right there. Should be a really good fight in the lightweight division.